Good figgin' morning, everybody. How are you doing today? I am Foxy for real, and this is the original morning talk show for figs and everything toy related. So guys, I just want to know how your morning is doing. Go ahead and type it down below. This is the very first midweek, kind of. I think this is going up Thursday. Good figgin' morning. Now we're going to be doing this hopefully every week, 2 times a week, and if that schedule permits, then definitely going to be doing that. But right now, this is the first midweek. There hasn't been much for toy news, I'm not going to lie. However, there is some exciting things coming from Marvel Legends, and that's that 2-pack with Everett Ross and Eric Killmonger. Everybody knows about it. It's been being shown for the past few, months now? Ever since they released the studios. Well guys, they released the Build-A-Figure information, and it's going to be none other than Stan Lee. We're finally getting a Stan Lee figure. It's very, very exciting. I think everybody wants this, so this is going to be one hard one to find. These 2-packs are going to go quick. I know previously I said that I'm going to let them sit, I'm going to get them, but I think when I see them, I'm going to have to scoop them up, especially if we can get them at some kind of good deal. So Everett Ross and Killmonger come with the legs, and then Falcon and Bucky are actually going to be coming with the head and the torso. So you gotta have both of the 2-packs in order to complete Stan Lee. So I'm super excited for these 2-packs. So let's just take a look at the Eric Killmonger and Everett Ross, shall we? Oh, and welcome to Good Figgin' Morning.
Hey! Let's go! Bet!
Alright, so with the Everett Ross 2-pack with Killmonger, you get an Eric Killmonger official head sculpt of Michael B. Jordan. You also get a helmet head sculpt, some wielding hands, some looks like some fist hands as well with Eric Killmonger. You get his spear and his sword. I'm not sure what that sword is exactly called, but you do get those. With Everett Ross, looks like you just get a handgun, but I do think it's cool you get a body sculpt of somebody in a suit. I think we could use that for a lot of figures, just to kind of have, like, if you're into ACBA, you could do some behind the scenes kind of stuff of your favorite characters. Maybe have an Iron Man suit and actual Robert Downey Jr. just sitting there on his phone or something. You know, just stuff like that. It makes me excited. So yeah guys, and then you can see the box shots of Stan Lee. This looks so freaking good. I cannot wait to get my hands on this because I'm going to build this guy. You only have to buy 2 packs, which is 4 figures, which is 80 bucks most of the time, unless you can snag a good deal on that 2-pack. So that's not too bad, plus you get a cool Stan Lee figure. So if you really think about it, 80 bucks gets you 5 figures. That's not a bad deal at all. So what do you guys think about this news? Are you excited for this Build-A-Figure? Are you excited for the characters in the 2-packs? Now I haven't heard too much about the 2-pack with Falcon and Bucky. I'm excited to have another Bucky figure. I'm not so excited to have another Falcon figure, just because Falcon hasn't changed too much over the MCU, and I'm not sure how they're going to do his suit and stuff like that. Now with Bucky, if they do a White Wolf suit, that would be awesome. That would be great. However, I'm hoping they don't do a Civil War 2-pack, because that'll just kind of defeat the purpose. But we'll see, guys. Only time will tell when they actually release those shots of those figures. Hopefully, they're going to be amazing. Alright everybody, so I did have some Funko Pop news lined up for you. However, there's not much in the world of Funko Pop news right now. So what we're going to do right now is something a little different. I might try this here and there during the midweek of Good Figgin' Morning, and just until I get this ball rolling, until we get some good ideas in here. I have a lot of ideas in my head. I just did not have the time this week to actually put them into fruition. So I'm going to treat you guys with some of my favorite figures in certain lines, and those lines include Hasbro, Mezco, Play Arts Kai, Funko Pops, and NECA. So guys, let's get this started. Let me show you some of the very first ones. I'm going to start with Hasbro. Now when it comes to Marvel Legends, there are some terrible figures and there are some amazing figures. And this one here just shows you how good Hasbro can be most of the time. This figure right here I picked up about a month ago, and it's one of the newest waves to ever hit the shelves. Right now I have Thor. If you guys have saw this figure in your stores, you guys know exactly how cool this figure is, from his armor to Stormbreaker right there with Groot's arm attached to it. Spoiler alert if you did not watch Infinity War, and if you've not watched Infinity War, what are you doing? Go see it. So there's Thor right there. I'm very glad to have this in the collection. He looks awesome. One of my favorite figures right now in my Marvel Legends collection. Alright guys, in the comments below for each one of these categories, if you own something from this brand, let me know which figure is your favorite. Alright guys, so keeping on the Hasbro trend, this is Jango Fett. Now this was my very first Black Series figure. I bought him in a Flame Trooper together. I ended up returning the Flame Trooper because it had 2 right feet, and I didn't know much about these at the time, but I got this from my work at Kohl's. They were on clearance for $7.99, and this is one of my, I don't know, I love Bounty Hunters. He's a really cool figure. Comes with those 2 blasters, and he also comes with a head sculpt. You can put his helmet on right over it. I love when figures do that. They give you an accessory to put on over their head. It's just really cool. I like that way better than swapping out a head sculpt. I just think it's cool whenever somebody wears a mask and they actually give them a mask. So it's one of my favorite figures right here in my Star Wars collection, mainly because it's one of my first ones, and it just looks really good. The detail is fantastic. So look at that jetpack right there. Just a really good detail on this figure, from the knee pads to the everything on it. Just fantastic. So one of my favorite NECA figures in my collection is none other than a Predator. This is the Scar Predator, one bad looking figure, and I mean that in a very good way. He just has so much detail on him. I love this figure so much. I missed out on this the first time. I ended up getting like a Spike Tail or Buzzsaw Predator, something like that. I forgot which one it was, but his shoulder blaster is off right now. It's sitting over on the shelf. For some reason I'm having some trouble locking it back in there, but really, really cool figure. Has his giant sword, whatever you want to call that, and his sword coming out the side. And this flips out just like it does in the movies. One cool figure, guys. If you guys have not gotten onto the NECA Predator trend, I would highly suggest it. These are some of the most rewarding figures to own for the price point. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, these can go for a lot of money, so if you're looking for this particular fig or any other Predators, be prepared to shell out some money. NECA figures really do retain their value, and it's evident why. For a $25 price point whenever they first come out, all the detail that you get with them, all the accessories that you get with them are just, I mean, you can't beat that for $25. It's just too good of a sculpt, too good of a detail, and of course, these are on the rise. Everybody's looking for these NECA Predators, so my advice is whenever they come out, buy them quick, because it's gonna be a while before you see them in store again, or at a decent price. Alright, now one of my favorite Funko Pops in my collection is a Funko Pop that I tried to get for a long time. And one day I was on Facebook and I saw this post. This guy was selling both of the variants for this for a really good price. I messaged him, worked out a deal, and it's in my collection today. I have the other version of this guy too. I'll show him later in another video, but this is one of my favorite Funko Pops. It is the Winter Soldier from Captain America: The Winter Soldier, my favorite Marvel movie. Bucky is it's probably my favorite Marvel character. I love the Winter Soldier. He's my guy, you know what I'm saying? One awesome character. Has a lot of depth to him and stuff like that. Maybe one day he'll pick up that shield like he does in the comic. And there's the back of the box there as well. Really cool pop. I highly suggest this one. I have not ever took him out of the box. He's always been in this pop protector. That's how the guy sent it. And he stayed this way for a long time. So yeah, that is one of my favorite Funko Pops in my collection. Alright, and a brand that a lot of people like to sleep on is PlayArts Kai. PlayArts Kai is made by Square Enix, and they have some amazing figures. Most of them stand about 12 inches tall, and they have a variety of characters. However, they do their own imagining. Everything's kind of like futuristic looking, I guess you could say. More metal-esque looking. Hey, let me show you real quick. This is not a traditional Venom, but this is one of my favorite Venoms in my collection. I have a bunch of them too. So this is the PlayArts Kai Venom right here, and this thing is awesome. Now this isn't a review or anything like that. These are just a few of my favorite figures, as you guys can see. Now this particular one and the Carnage variant comes with a lot of the symbiote, like hand sculpts and stuff like that, a lot of accessories to go with them. These things can pose amazingly. And you don't have to worry about any soft goods being ruined or anything like that. They're plastic, they're shells and stuff like that. And they just look really good. Like I said, they stand about 12 inches tall. They have everything from Iron Man to Batman and everything in between like that. Some video game characters. But these are really cool figures. You can find these on really good deals at GameStop sometimes on clearance. You can also find these at comic shops and local toy shows for good deals as well. Now some of these do run a lot of money. The most I've ever spent on one is about $180. And that was when the Sparta Batman first came out. But now you can find him for a really good price. But I just had to have him. He was just way too cool. I told Brooklyn that was probably the only one I was ever going to spend my full price on. And I did. As soon as I found it, I pulled the trigger on it, and we took him home. So really cool figure. I'll show you guys that on a later date. But for now, I'm going to get into my favorite Mezco. Alright guys, and rounding off all these figures is one of my favorite Mezco figures. This is my X-Force Deadpool. Now this one is the 10-box Deadpool, and it comes with all the accessories from grenades to katanas, weapons. This thing has weapons like crazy, it has a grenade launcher, stuff like that. Awesome, awesome figure. Glad to have this one in my collection. I bought this one at C2E2 in Chicago, and I have no regrets. This is one awesome figure. I love Mezco. Mezco is probably one of my favorite lines to collect right now, apart from NECA and Play Arts Kai. And actually, you know what, Black Series, I love collecting everything, as you guys know, and that's what makes this channel so unique, is that I have a love for everything and I don't really dislike anything. I have DC Multiverse, I have DC Icons, I have everything in between. So guys, but enough about that. This Mezco right here has some soft goods on them, has some hard plastic on them. These grenades do come off right here. Has some Uzis, like I said, machine guns, rocket launchers, stuff like that. It's just, this thing for $85 that I bought it for was a steal, and I love this figure so much. It's one of my favorites, and it also comes with a really cool stand for you to put him on. And what more do you want? Alright guys, so this has been the midweek Good Figgin Morning episode, talking everything toys and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, like I said, we're going to branch out on Good Figgin Morning during the midweek and not do so much toy news. We're just going to do some interactive stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below, what would you all want to see on Good Figgin Morning? And down below, make a little list of Hasbro, Black Series, Legends, NECA, stuff like that, whatever you own, and tell me what your favorite figures are in those brands that you own. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Good Figgin Morning, the original morning fig talk show, bringing you everything toy related. So guys, thank you so much. I love you all so much. I will see you guys on Good Figgin Morning for the news on Saturday or Sunday. You know the drill. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay foxy.
Let's go. Bet. Yo. Yo, once again I'm back around, real shit back in style.